Welcome to Crosstalk, the podcast where business stories don't just get told, they come alive. This is your front row seat to the incredible journeys that shape thriving businesses and ministries. Every episode, we sit down with inspiring business owners, ministry leaders, and artists to uncover their beginnings, the story behind their brand, and their vision for the future. It's all about real conversations, genuine insight, and a whole lot of inspiration.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your host, David Madera, fellow entrepreneur and biggest fan of a good success story. This week, I had the privilege of sitting down with Erica Klatt-Mietelski, the owner of The Mill on 3rd, Vibe, Connect, and Thrive, and the Smoothie Distillery. And during our time together, we talked about health, fitness, wellness, her beginnings in the industry, how her and her husband were able to end up purchasing the mill, and the story that is kind of crazy that goes behind that, and how God was able to weave in between there and completely revolutionize how they thought this business idea was going to go. And on top of it, Erica shares how she's able to bridge the gap between mental health and physical fitness and brings the two together in her Vibe, Connect, and Thrive classes. So you're not going to miss this episode, so stay tuned. And without further ado, take it away.
First of all, I just want to say, I absolutely love the concept of the mill.
Thank you.
It gives me a lot of West Reading vibes.
Yeah.
Because Hamburg has rarely had something like this where you can just come in and there's a bunch of stores.
Yeah.
So how did you get the idea to start the mill?
Back in 2019, I was given the opportunity to have a space here that allowed me to settle in to teach group fitness.
Okay.
I've been traveling all over Berks County for the last 10 years.
I can see that being exhausting. Yeah.
Yes. So given the opportunity to find a home base was given to me. And when that occurred, there was other businesses in-house in which we had a vision to create a community and create a space where, there are parents sitting down to be with their children and they're waiting, and along with fitness comes nutrition.
Right.
We had thought about, opening up smoothies, protein snacks, all of those things that go along with fitness to help keep you fueled, because it's not just about physical.
Right.
So that idea struck back in 2019, and with that, in 2022, we were presented to buy the building.
Wow.
Out of nowhere.
Okay.
Very blessed to have that fallen into our lap. And we thought, well, if this is what we're being given, we also need to give back. We don't need to, but this is what we want to do. Our community needs something more.
Yeah. And
not just fitness. There are so many other key elements. Again, the smoothie bar, and what else ties into that? Self-care, massage, relaxing, muscles, other different types of fitness, aerial arts, and any other business that is honestly really just willing to take the leap and get ready to start somewhere so we could help them thrive as well.
Okay. So I can sense from, of course, having the vibe, from Vibe and then the smoothies, health, fitness, nutrition has been something important to you. When did that passion start?
Right after I had my first daughter, who is now 17.
Okay.
So I can thank, her for starting me on the journey. And then my aunt actually started taking a group fitness class called Pound Rock Out Workout. It's with drumsticks called Ripsticks in the format. And it was a great workout. I was like, this is something I think I'd like to try. And from there, it grew into who and what we are today, which is a group fitness studio, not just focused on the physical, but the mental health of it all. It's not about just stepping into a room and doing everything that is supposed to be done. It's doing what works for you and your body at any stage, any age, and us as a community and a space to help you form that to what that looks like for you.
Yeah.
Because we're all different.
Right.
We're all different.
I like that you highlight that too, which is amazing, because a lot of, I may not look like it now, but I used to be very into fitness and trying to work on myself. And when I would follow others, I'm like, it didn't matter how much I hit the gym. My body just was never designed to
100%.
be humongous. Like I know the term grower versus shower can have the negative connotation, but like I've always noticed that with me. Like when I would lift, I might look lean, but I never like looked massive. But like my strength was always there.
Right. Yeah.
So I think it's really cool that you focus on those individualities and go there. When did that realization come to you about focusing on each individual person?
I would have to say I've been teaching for 10 years.
Okay.
So I've only been teaching for 10, but I started my journey 16 years ago.
Okay.
I think the format opened my eyes to looking outward instead of inward. The workout is not about me. I am here to show you and to help you know that it's not supposed to look like me. It's supposed to what looks right for you and what you feel. Because there are so many different people who, if you have like a knee injury or a lower back injury, or there's something that may feel like is holding you back to be able to perform at that level. Yeah. I think when people come to you and they say to you, oh, I can't do that. This is what it looks like. But am I able to do that? Absolutely. You are able to do this. It's not about whether you can hit the floor with your sticks, or if you can't lift your legs up while we're sitting down, or if you can't hit this pose a certain way. What is important though is that you take care of your body the way it needs to be taken care of for you. So maybe you aren't lunging a certain way because you have a knee injury. Maybe you can't get all the way down to the floor because of your lower back. Maybe you can't pick up your legs up because there's no strength there. Whatever it looks like for you, I think that's what matters most, because as humans, we automatically start to negative self-talk. And that's where the work goes into play. Right. If you continue to tell yourself you can't do something, you're physically and mentally just not going to perform. And the moment you start to say, hey, I can do this, but at my pace, what it is supposed to look like for me, and not the instructor up there who's been teaching for 5-10 years, or the person next to me who looks very lean and like they've been hitting the gym, and it's not what it looks like. So I think it was the people when I would travel in the beginning who would really open my eyes to, this is for you. This is not for me. What I do is not for me, for you. And however I can help you succeed, please let me know. And that's just how the classes have formed over the last 10 years. It's kind of like organically. Yeah. And another thing that you mentioned is the mental health part of it. Yes. How were you able to tie that in? When did that kind of start? Because I think that's actually a little bit unheard of for me in the form of physical fitness. I've never really seen trainers or exercising companies parallel the two and make it work together. And when you're talking about it, I'm like, that just makes sense. Yeah. So how did you get to that realization? I was blessed to win a yoga YTT training back in 2020. And I never thought I would teach yoga. It wasn't something for me. I would take yoga, but I never wanted to teach it. I didn't find it to be a passion of mine. I enjoyed taking class, but I was like, nope, that's not my powerhouse. That's not my... And winning that certification and going through that time in my life where I also lost someone very important to me, it made me want to give up for that training, because that training was so hard. Oh my gosh, David, I can't. I will. If you've ever taken a yoga training, you know exactly what I'm talking about if you're watching this. I wanted to give up, and I don't give up. I try to look at the situation and assess and then come about.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give up. It was so hard and so challenging that I was like, yeah, this was definitely not for me. Right. I didn't ever want to do this. I won this, so I'm going to, because I'm blessed enough to win this. And what you learn from that is also not just physical. It is mental, and hearing the things that are being done and the benefits that happen internally, and what you can actually do for your body, where we hold and store trauma, to release. And that's when I was like, this is what's missing. This, when you walk in the door, when you start to tell yourself that you can't do something, that's when it starts. It doesn't start the moment you start lifting weights in the gym. It doesn't start the moment that you're like, oh, hey, it starts actually the moment where you pull it up on Facebook or social media and you watch a video, or you see somebody doing something and you're like, no, not this body, right? Yeah. Actually, yes, this body. And every day is different. The way you eat, the way you talk to yourself, how you sleep, how you hydrate. I could talk all day fitness with you. But what happens to us as humans, the people we encounter, the world around us, the news, however you are feeding your vessel, this is where it starts. And my space is called The Vibe, but I assure you it is not a good vibes studio. It is all vibes are welcome. Now, let me stand clear, and I won't tolerate like certain things, right? Yeah, right. But I would like my community to always know, and I've always welcomed it with open arms, that if you are having a bad day, I would like you to step into my room. If you are sad, if you're angry, if you are upset, if you are having a great day, like, bring all of those feelings into this space. Because at the end of class, I hope that you are able to have taken a break from whatever has come your way for the week, the day, the hour, the phone call from the office, the traffic on the way here, whatever the circumstance may be. I hope that for that hour, you are able to feel just a little free and to release. But that also means we get a little uncomfortable in there. I do have classes where I focus on like the full moon, the new moon, the intentions around that, where we are, like checking in with ourselves. Like, how are you feeling today? David, let me ask you, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling well today, actually.
You're feeling well. That's fantastic. Your well energy might pass off to the neighbor next to me today, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not having the best week. And your energy and your smile, the way you present to someone, could shift their whole day. And I think that's where we stand. When you come in here, no matter what day you're going to be having, you may leave here also feeling the same way. But we are also hoping that you leave feeling a little bit lighter, and that you can release something at some point. That's where it all comes into play.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm sure with having that focus, you've had to have heard some crazy stories of people coming in.
We have. And
leaving. Is there any that you can third personally share? Like little testimonials or something of that? Because that, I mean, I'm pretty sure people would love to hear the type of transformation that can happen in one of the classes.
Not just mental, but also physical. There is a woman who I do know, she would not mind me sharing it all. She's been part of this community for as long as I can remember, honestly. And she has rheumatoid arthritis. Okay. Which is very hard, like putting pressure on your wrists, your hands, your knuckles, your body just wants to shut down most days. But she would come into the room and she was very afraid. Like, she's like, there's no way. Like, I could do this. And I would just keep telling her, yes, you can. It's just going to look very different for you right now.
Right.
And then it's going to look like however it's supposed to look for you moving forward. And she would tell you to this day that she can do so many things that she never thought she could. She can bear weight on her wrists. She can take the classes that she thought she would never be able to take because she's done them at her pace. And that's my job. My job is to help you get there, not, again, to look like me. My job is to help you in your journey to get it to what it's supposed to look like. And just to see that flourish from the physical standpoint to someone who feels like they can't succeed because they already feel broken.
Right.
And one day they are feeling definitely broken, and the next day they could feel fantastic. But to see that come forth in my space has been phenomenal.
Yeah. And like I'm like, my head goes to the power that must have put in her for her mental state too.
Yes.
Because seeing the physical transformation, I can't even imagine like what she feels like she can do now.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Not even just like her physical body, but like just seeing that progression. I think that's
incredible.
Extremely incredible.
Yes. I think I see so many, I can speak, the community is truly empowering, and for so many people that have stepped into the space, I constantly see so many people saying that they can't, and they even stop mid-class, and they're like, there's no way. And I will turn around, and I have the perfect example. It happened last night. Someone had an injury, and I turned around and I was like, no, what are you doing? You're giving up on yourself. Get up. In the middle of class, while everybody else was doing mountain climbers.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Why are you giving up? And they showed me their injury. I'm not belittling any injury.
Yeah.
But my friend, you had a Band-Aid on your finger. Girl, I have a client who has 3 fingers. You got this. You can do it.
Yeah.
If he can do it with 3 fingers, you can do it with all 5 in a Band-Aid. You got it. And I made her say it out loud. I said, do you got this? And she's like, you got it? I got it. Okay, good. Let's do it. Yeah. And on the floor, she got it. She went back in it. Sometimes we need those little reminders and those little pushes to be like, I got this. Yeah, I'm going to give up and I'm going to struggle. But it's the people next to you that are going to help feed that happiness into your brain and to let you know that you too got it.
Wow. Yeah, having that, and especially from how you shared that, it not even a confrontational way. It's not like the judgment. It's like no, like it's the empowerment. It's the inspiration, like the true inspiration.
Yes.
And that's great.
Thank you. I do like to think that reminding someone while we're sweating, we're 40 minutes in and we're feeling like we're dying, just when you think you're tapping into that, the mental capacity, not the physical capacity, because the physical does sometimes overcome the mental, and we're like, okay, we're tired. The body gets tired, but the body gets tired because the mind's getting tired.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start saying to yourself, I'm tired, it's when your body's going to start saying it's tired. So always remember, you have an extra 20% that has not even been downloaded yet that will help push you to the finish line. And sometimes it's that little reminder in the back of our head or the instructor that's going to say, hey, I have someone, or there is someone out there who can't even get here because they're in a wheelchair, who wishes they could be here. So do it for them. Do it for them. And they get up. Maybe sometimes they give it back to me. They're like, okay, Erica, I'm tired, but okay, we can do it. We got it. They definitely give it back to me for sure. But in the end, they finish more powerful than ever.
That's great. Yeah. When I was in high school, I went to Hamburg.
Yeah.
So I played football and I wrestled, and I always had a coach. And one thing I always remembered, he said, "There's two ways to motivate somebody.
Yes.
Some people need the pat on the back.
Yes.
Some people need a swift kick in the rear."
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
And it's funny because he also would then say, he's like, and sometimes it's both, but you just it depends on the day.
Exactly. Exactly. That's very true. Very true.
Some days I know for a fact I need somebody to be like,
yeah,
David, you're not living up to what you're supposed to right now. And I'm like, shoot, okay, yeah, you're right. And other days I need somebody who's like, hey, I know you're going through a lot. Like, come on, you got this. And that's okay. I'm getting that vibe from you, which is really cool.
Yes.
So being able to juggle both, I think, is extremely important. And an instructor and a trainer and somebody that has the influence and leadership that you have in the studio. So
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So when it comes to, I'm a big person on names and everything. So how did you get to the Mill? And then also, how did you get to Vibe for the businesses?
So the Vibe, Connect and Thrive. So when I had created the full name, Connect and Thrive, the Connect was community-based connection.
Yeah.
Because again, it's not about the physical. It is about the flowers, the fresh flowers from my seniors.
Oh,
sorry, squirrel. But the connection from everyone around each other. That is what I strive and what I like to promote. And then the Thrive was the nutritional aspect. Like, how do we get our bodies to perform and thrive, right? Properly feeding. Now, that's not to say I don't cheat, because I love food. Okay.
Who doesn't?
But yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And with all the other businesses coming and bringing all these I mean, come on, how can you not?
Right.
But yeah, so that's where the Connect and Thrive comes from. And then the Vibe, all vibes. Like, it's not just good vibes. And some people will say, oh, good vibes only. I'm like, absolutely not. No. Let me educate you. Let me give you some backstory. And the Mill on 3rd comes from the original piece of the building. So when we decided to rip it apart and open her up, we want to also keep its authenticity and the nostalgia of the building. And the Mill is what it was. This building was originally built back in the 1800s and was a knitting mill. So we don't want to keep it as the knitting mill. So we are the Mill on 3rd. Inside the Mill on 3rd, you have all these other businesses inside.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So sticking with the business aspect itself.
Yes.
When did you guys open here?
The Mill?
Yeah.
The Mill opened about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Each business opened individually by themselves. So we did do like a bigger grand opening for the Mill.
Okay.
But to be honest, that's a really good question. When did the Mill open itself? If I would have to say, probably at that grand opening, which was last year at some point. But we had the Vibe has been here since 2019, and then everyone as a whole and its entity, Massage has been here for 2 years already in September. So about 2 years-ish. Okay. If you want to say, give or take, say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So being in business and running the Mill itself and having that as a business, I mean, I'm sure you faced a lot of challenges.
Absolutely.
What were some of the biggest learning areas or the growing pains that you experienced that helped you to stay open for 2 years? Because that's a huge accomplishment. You know, most businesses fail within the first year, and being here for 2-ish or more years. Great that you don't even know. I love that, honestly.
Yeah, here we are.
Because you're just going.
Yes.
And you're just following through with it. So what were some of those early lessons that you think really helped play into being able to be where you're at today?
This is where it gets a little heavy for me, David.
Share what you feel comfortable, by the way.
Oh, I'm totally comfortable. Thank you. Appreciate that. So this industry is challenging, and I have had the opportunity to teach in many different locations in Berks County, and losing some of those connections is necessary to grow. There are also lessons to be learned.
Right.
And I think that's what I have learned over the years and what I wanted to focus on building, that even though we may have the same strengths, that does not mean we can't grow together in a different way, not in what like society is telling us or what the norm is. Like, let's break that stigma. Can we create something new, please? Like maybe it doesn't look completely new, but let's shape it to form what we want it to look like. You know, if, for example, Go Getter Movement Studios is back there, and I teach yoga, but she teaches like a different strength and training session. I mean, please do that. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and refrain what your skills are, because your skills are different than my skills. They are not the same. What you possess and what I possess. Everyone has a place. And I think that in my mind, the word competition doesn't really exist. And I think when I hear that, it's a little disheartening. Just because I think we are all in this together. Yeah. Not as one separate entity, but as the mill, as Hamburg, as Reading, Berks County, Allentown, Origsburg, School Haven, like as far as you can reach. Yeah. We're all in it together. And we all have one goal. And it's to succeed and to flourish. Yeah. And going through the losses that I have had with instructing at different places taught me that that's not what I want to possess here. That I want everyone to feel like they have a place, regardless if it is the same or not. And I think that's where I strive the most to focus on. Like, we're all in it together. Let's do it all together. Yeah.
I love that. When I started my business of doing the digital marketing, the tagline was "Our community thrives when local business succeeds."
Yes. Yeah.
And I mean, what's drawn me, other than like graduating from Hamburg and everything, what's really been drawing me in this town specifically, and for most people to know, like, this isn't necessarily the most affluent area. You know, I live in West Reading, so if I was in it for the money, like, that's where that would be.
100% that money. But, oh yes.
But the community here, it's insane.
Yes.
Like, as soon as I got in, my first connection was with Hazel's Cafe.
Yeah.
And just hearing her vision and her ideologies and everything, and then getting introduced to Lynn, and then getting connected with all the other businesses in the area. And your concept of community is something that I've noticed is very popular in this town of business owners. And I love that. And like we were talking beforehand, just like seeing Hamburg just slowly but surely, it's growing, it's getting there. And I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it, like where that's going to lead to. And I think the fact that we have that strong community aspect in the business owners already, that just because there might be, you know, like a Legata and a Hazel's that are right across the street from each other, that they're different entities, sell similar products to an extent.
Absolutely.
And just like you were saying with, you know, Vibe and Go Getters, is that what it's called? And Go Getters, you're doing the same thing, but different ways. And
absolutely.
Different strengths, maybe in some, you know, overlap, but
that's okay. I'm here to make you money too. Like we're all in it together. Like, yeah.
And that's the mentality that I think will really jumpstart this to where Hamburg is. I think I said this I just met with Ninth Hollow, the ribbon cutting
tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Awesome.
By the way, shout out Ninth Hollow. Great job.
Yes.
Welcome back to Hamburg, Nick. We've missed you.
Love it.
But that was like the first thing that he was talking about too. And he's like, yeah, I don't care. There's a tattoo shop right up the street. He's like, it's not competition. He's like, yeah, like if they want to go there and then right after that come down to me, I don't care. Right. Or if they want to just go to them, he's like, I do my work. They do their work.
Absolutely.
He said, my strengths are this. They might have different strengths. He said, it just depends on who's coming and what they're looking for.
Right. Exactly. I can touch base off of that. This morning, I had someone come in to get an acai bowl.
Okay.
Because we are more known for that. That is, we are the smoothie.
By the way, great acai bowls. I've had them before. They're wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Definitely come in and get one.
Thank you. And we added, I have 2 girls. They're on this Dunkin' refresher kick, all that jazz. So I had recently brought in coffee as well.
Okay.
3 Strands used to be located in here, and they had served coffee. Okay. So when I opened the smoothie bar, I was like, y'all serve coffee. I don't need to serve it. You got it.
Yeah.
You do it. And since they had the opportunity to grow into the journey, I was like, well, I'm going to bring in coffee because now we also have the hair salon here. I mean, and ladies, we know hair, coffee, even guys. Okay, let me not just submit just to the girls. Yeah. So why not? But my focus on coffee is more European style than it is of Hazel's.
Yeah.
Please go to that coffee shop. But let me circle around before I get lost, because I'll get lost is what happens.
That's okay.
The child was like, I was like, oh, if you don't want a bowl or a smoothie, we have refreshers, but I don't have all of these fancy flavors, just in case you're wondering. And then they were like, oh, boba. And I was like, no, we don't have that here. However, I can tell you other businesses in town, there's Hazel's up the street. I said, I'm pretty sure Lagata has it.
I think so. Yeah.
I think there's somewhere. I think they mentioned Mayfield and Company has something inside. I'm not sure.
But I know Everlong Records.
Everlong Records has it as well. Yes.
Yeah.
And someone also said that to me the other day. They were like, "It's funny how we had like no coffee shops for the longest time, and now we have like 5 or 6." And I said, "Well, let's be honest. We all give something different,
right?
You know, I give something completely different. I don't have this full-blown menu." I keep it more simple. I like to focus on my espresso.
Yeah.
Because we are of European descent. I like a good cup of espresso. Keep it simple. If you would like something super fancy, maybe I can make it. I'm not sure. But we don't have a lot of additives here, so I don't know. But go support all of the other places and the locations. You want a Danish because you grabbed a coffee? Go up to Lagata. Mm-hmm. You want a sandwich? Go up there. But I think that's ironic you said that because, again, it's not about just one place. It's about all of us together. Mm-hmm. And we all do give something a little different. I know I don't have this like banana flavor that Everlong Records has, but I want that. So I'm going to go get it and I'm going to support them, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to plan on getting it because that's not what I focus on.
Right.
So, yeah, I love that. I love that.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so we're talking about your challenges that led to success. So if you could go back in time when you were starting this, knowing what you know now, what would you tell yourself then?
That's a very tough question. I don't think I have anything I would tell myself, honestly.
Okay.
I think that what my husband and I have been doing has been intended to go this direction for a very long time.
Okay.
And how it unfolded was such a blessing. The community built this whole entire place. Our family, the people that come to class, the people that now go to massage, we've literally built not one contractor hired. Everyone's gifts come from outside. And I think that looking back, if anything, it's not telling or myself like I would have done something differently. It's standing proud in what I knew we could do together and not listening to what other people said, because people were like, oh, you can hire somebody to do that. I'm like, I could, because we're tired. Like we sacrificed so much. When this all started, like, so we tore apart half, like not half, like maybe a quarter of the building. We tore it apart, and my kids at the time were 17, 8 and 12. These are prime ages within our children, but it's also prime age for them to also watch, because you learn everything by watching. And I think that standing in what we believe in, not just for what our goals and what our future would look like, but what we're also teaching our children, that yes, we have sacrificed so much, but it's with that sacrifice that now we get to slow down and we get to look back on all that we have done together and say, hey, we did what we believed, and look at all of us now. So I don't think I'd go back and say anything, but I'm proud of you for listening to what felt right.
I don't know. I feel that inspiration right there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
That's great. And one of the things that I know that you're super proud of is the fact that the mill, not only are you completely filled with your spots, but filled with all women business owners.
We are.
Now, how did we get here? How were you able to get that to happen? I mean, that's, first of all, to have all the spaces filled, and then to also be such a strong proponent of women-owned businesses is phenomenal.
I don't know how that happened. It just happened. Organically.
Okay.
As it was intended, I suppose. It was not like that originally. 3 Strands was here, and they are family connection. They're owned by husband and wives, 2 families. And then after they had left, another business came in, and that was when, you were here for that ribbon cutting for Elevation Studio.
Yeah.
And you actually pointed it out to me that we were all women-based businesses. And I was like, he's actually got something there. So it just happened. And here we are. And I think since then, since you've mentioned that to me, I'm like, oh man, we are. And it has honestly made me look at them in a different light because of all that they do as well. So it's crazy how things just happen. And to me,
because that wasn't in your plan to be just women-owned businesses.
No, not at all. No. And here we are. And I mean, my husband, sure, but let's be real.
I mean, when we add in the clip of what he said earlier, how he said, "I just."
There you go. Yes, you got it. You got it. Okay, very good. Yeah.
Which is still a huge part, and we'll put the clip right here. You'll see that right there. I'll overlay it. So, what does that mean for you, though, being a woman-owned business and having how many other businesses? 9, 8?
10.
Having 10 other women-owned businesses that are in your location. What does that mean to you? I know you said it didn't connect right away, but
so I'm gonna not 10 in full. So they're in down here. Okay. So this is the mill part. So everyone in here is women-based. What people don't know is that this building is so big and it actually extends out.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have Polish This, who he's in the back. They're like behind the scenes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what we'll air quotes.
Yeah.
That they are. He is a man. And then Sierra Enterprises, they're also like floating around somewhere.
Okay.
And they do like bulk inventory of things. So here in the main hub, we're all women
Okay.
based owned. Yes. And then photography, she is women now. She is on the 3rd floor. We didn't have room for her in here, or else we would have threw her in here. We ran out of space.
Yeah.
But yes, so, and I'm sorry, we have to circle back to that question, but
No,
I
okay.
definitely wanted to touch base on
Please do.
not all 10, but 6 or 7 or 8. I don't know.
Okay.
David, there's so many.
There is. Yeah.
We're just family here, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't.
Yeah. Which I love that concept. Yeah.
We're all here together. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main question was,
how does being able to be in the position to support the women-owned businesses, like, how's that impacted you? Or what impact does the women-owned business have, being one yourself?
yes, I think alone together, the impact and support coming from one another is what fuels me as a person to want to be better for all of us. It is no secret that if you've been in this building and you've seen everything that I do, I wear so many hats. Like, I'm going to put a smoothie bar hat on today. I'm going to put a yoga studio hat on today. I'm going to put the janitor hat on today. I'm going to put the DJ part hat on today. Like, there's going to be so many different hats I put on that what has helped me is the fact that now I have these businesses in here that reach out to me and say, hey, what do you need? Are you okay? Can I help you in any way? And I feel that so much because sometimes it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
There is a lot. And the fact that I feel that I am also supported helps me want to be better and to do better as well.
Yeah.
From them, because I mean, not just women, because men too, like growing up, like we definitely, women, we are definitely at each other's throats sometimes. We're not easy. We're very complicated. I'm not gonna lie here and say, we are a handful, right? And when you put all that energy in the same room, it can be challenging.
Yeah.
It can cause conflict. What I like to do here, though, is we actually have full building meetings every couple of months. And
that's a great idea.
Put everyone's input on the table together, because sure, I own the building. People like, they say like, oh, owner, CEO, I don't know, whatever professional title you want. But this building won't be here without everyone else in it. And
right.
The fact that they can give me ideas and feel comfortable enough to do so. Like, I want to hear everything that you guys want to do. I want suggestions. Like, what do you think we can do here? What can you do here? How can we help you be better? How can you, like, what else can we all do? And I think that's where we all come together, and that's where the magic happens, because it's not often everyone sits at your table and everyone can have constructive criticism and run with it and create something bigger.
Yeah.
And I think that's what continues to inspire me every day, that when you surround yourself with the right people and the right community, the magic happens.
That's great. And now, depending on when this episode airs, this may have already happened, but you have an event coming up that's going to be hosted here.
I do. I'm sorry. We.
She Means Business.
Yes.
Now, that's a mutual connection that we have.
Yes.
With Leah.
Yes.
Shout out to Leah.
Yes. Oh, shout. It's all her right now. It's all her. Like, listen.
She's phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yes.
So
I can't take credit for that at all. She just posts my picture and does all the things. So yeah.
She's great at that.
She's wonderful.
So how did that come to be, that conversation? And just being able to host She Means Business. Here's a funny thing. When I met with her a while ago, when she introduced the idea of us collabing together, it was super funny because this is her personality. So I know you'll appreciate this.
Yes.
She just started talking and made it seem like she already had the expectation that I was going to be at the She Means Business Summit.
Yeah, of course.
Because when she was like, so like you're going to do photography that day, right? And I was like, what? She's like, oh yeah, like you're going to be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, you want me to? She was like, yeah. I was like, okay. Yeah. No, backstory about me. Like I grew up with my mom and my sister. I have 6 total sisters.
Wow.
So like,
sisters here. You get it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. So when she was like that, I was like, I might be the only guy there, and I'm like, I'm so used to that. Like it's not even funny,
Yes.
But so how did that? How did she approach you with that, and how did that come to be? Because I think that's going to be a wonderful event, and it's so great that you're hosting that too.
Yeah, I'm excited to host it. Again, Leah has been fantastic and phenomenal, and she has also been able to like, hey, like how can we grow, and like what can we do here to help get the word out about the mill, since it is newer, and you'd be surprised your neighbors don't even know you're here sometimes. But
I mean, you saw my ribbon cutting, so
yeah, I mean, fantastic. Listen, epic. I hope everybody has. If you're watching this, you've probably seen it, but so she did the event here. It was like a market event, and there was, I feel like 30 plus vendors. It was phenomenal. Like that event was spectacular. And after that event, she just approached me and said, I love what you're doing. I've heard your story, and I would love to get more of that out there and the support, because that's what we need. And I was like, absolutely. Like, what can we do? Yeah. What do you want to do? Not what can we do? What do you want? Whatever you want to do, the space is yours. I'm here. Wow. And likewise for anyone, the space is open. Like if it's here, come use it. It's what it's intended to be. So I'm super excited, not just like for me to be able to share more of my story, but to see so many women come together and to hear from them and hear their stories and from their businesses and what they're looking to do, and to get input, because this is hard. If you don't have courage to take the leap, to jump, to open a business, I encourage you to come to She Means Business, because you are going to hear some very amazing stories, inspiring stories that are going to make you want to take the leap to open up a business. It's going to be fantastic. I'm super excited.
That's great.
Yeah.
Piggybacking off of that, if someone is watching right now that has been thinking about starting a business or maybe never even thought about it, but this conversation inspired them. Yeah. What would be a piece of advice you'd give for somebody that is in that spot?
Jump. Take the leap. Do it. It's going to be scary. You're going to question your heart feelings. You're going to question your gut feelings. You're going to question your income and if it's the right choice. I can't tell you if it's right or wrong, but I can tell you whatever feelings you're having, those should not be ignored. You need to pause and you need to listen. I was a director of an insurance company.
Okay.
I brought in good money. I had 2 kids, had my husband. My husband made good money. And it was wild of me to think that I could leave a director position with a set amount of income for group fitness, ultimately. Are you nuts? No. No way would I be making the same amount of money. But what I would be doing is priceless. And I think that's when I knew no amount of money can put a price tag on what I'm going to do for people, the space I'm going to create, and what I would love for people to see and how to feel. And I did it, and it was very scary. I handed in my 2 weeks notice, and I sat down and I was like, I think this could be the worst decision of my life. But at the same time, the opportunity that presented itself to me was to teach for the Reading Area Recreation Commission.
Okay.
And they probably have more at this point, because this was, oh my gosh, my youngest is 13. So this was, holy crap, almost 10 so years ago.
Okay.
They saw me teaching Pound, and the director came to me and said, I would love for you to go around all of the parks in Reading, the Reading School District. And at that time, there was about 7 or 8, but there's probably more now. And I would like you to teach all of our kids this.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, from all the summer camp kids. Like, so the ages ranged. Like, you had little ones running all the way up to teenagers who volunteered to help, like, the staff and cooking and stuff. And I was like, she told me, like, what the pay would be. And I was like, okay. How long, though? Right? Like, how long? Just for the summer. Just for the summer. My stomach. Like, why would you ever give up a full-time, well-compensated, secure job for something that's temporary? Because it's what you need to do. Because it will come back to you. Money is not the obstacle.
Right.
It's your mind. It's what's holding you back from growing, from learning. And everything comes back to you tenfold, because this is where we are today. And I'm sorry to get emotional.
Oh, don't apologize.
Taking the leap. This is where we are. Jump. Dive. Take it. Do it.
That's great advice. I don't think you even realize right now the impact that is going to have on somebody that's watching this.
No.
Because for me, it was seeing people around me making those jumps.
Yeah.
Hearing the stories of people making the jump.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, and we don't need to get into it on this, but I have a very similar backstory. I was in middle management for a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
Doing a job that I absolutely hated, but I had set income plus profit sharing, bonuses, commission.
Yeah.
I was well off. I made more money than a 21-year-old should ever make, you know? And, but there was, like you were saying, it was just like, it didn't matter how much I made.
Yeah.
I was incomplete here.
Right.
I was incomplete in everything that I was doing.
Absolutely.
And it took a lot of time for me to get to the point where I was like ready to make the jump. And
of course,
I look back on my faith, and I'm like seeing how God orchestrated everything for me. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I see you now.
Yeah. Hey, I'm like, I see
what you're doing.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. You know?
Yeah.
How can people follow along and support what you're doing here?
Yeah. Let me put that hat on too, because all the social media. So even though I run the mill, the Smoothie Distillery, and the Vibe, not just following the mill, but following the businesses within. We all do a great job of sharing everyone's promotions, events. And I mean, sure, we could probably miss things. We're very busy women. Again, we all wear the same hat. I believe everyone in here runs all of their social media by themselves. And if it's not by themselves, it is a friend within their space.
That does it for them.
Yeah, that does it for them. But all of the social media, you can follow along, you can see, you can share. You don't have to come in and spend any money. Just come say hi, and just spread the word. because I think word of mouth is honestly
it's the best.
Is the best.
Yeah.
It's what helps everyone learn more. And even like for me, I think that I go on media, so I'm like, I stay away from it personally. I'm like, oh, hey, like this is not for me, since I'm running on to post, and then that's it, because I'm here from sun up to sundown. And it's funny because on my personal Instagram, my youngest daughter Lyra and I, we just made a small little reel, which by the way, I'm still learning, but I don't have time to learn all that either. Yeah. So they help me.
Wonderful.
And they, I did like a little clip. We went to AEC Market, and then we stopped into Hazel's to grab a coffee. I think Liv was closed, but we were going to stop at Liv's on the way. Yeah. But like, I want them all to know, like, I see them, I'm proud of them. And like,
that's amazing.
Like I put in there, like, I support all of you so much, and I see you. And just because I don't see you, like, I try and get out when I can. Like, trust me, like I'm getting out there, or I'm telling everybody, like, go there. Yeah. Like, do just like all of the things. But yeah, I think that social media, word of mouth, and just keep spreading the love. Like, you know, there's so much of it. Like, not just in the heart too, on the outside. Like you have the heart and up on Forts, but you have the surrounding too. You know, you have the barbershops on 3rd Street, and the library is expanding, and they're going to have so many events. I'm excited for that.
That's great.
You know, like you said, there's like so many places don't even know about the holistic pet place in here. Yep. And what she offers, like, if it's hot and you need a place for your pet to come play, she has an indoor play area. Like, it's crazy. You know, so just spreading the word, letting everybody know, you know, what we have to offer as well. Yeah.
That's great. Final question for you. Yes. This is a little bit of a thinker one.
Okay. I'm ready.
So when it's all said and done, what do you want the legacy of the mill, the vibe? What do you want that to be?
The people. The people it has impacted, not physically, mentally. The journeys and the stories that have come from here. That's it. The hard work too. Okay, I'm going to say the hard work, but the work, the late nights, the people, the connections we've made, sitting around a table, you know, that part. That's it.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time, your vulnerability, and if you haven't checked out the mill yet, or Vibe, or any of the businesses that are in here, you definitely have to. Not often do you get to see business owners that have the impact that she has on a community, and she deserves all the love that she can get. So come on in, support local, and thank you again.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Thank you. Awesome.
Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Crosstalk. I hope that today's episode left you feeling inspired and ready to take on your own journey. If you liked today's episode, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and drop us a like. It helps us reach more people just like you and helps us grow as well. And I'd love to hear what you think. So go ahead and drop a comment down below of what your favorite takeaway was from this week's episode, and let us know who you'd like to see on the podcast next. And you're not going to miss next week's episode, so stay tuned. I promise it's something special for you. So until then, remember that our community thrives when local business succeeds. Until next time.
For highlighting, so owner, do you want to go by owner of the mill? I saw on Facebook you have founder, CEO, and director of the mill.
All of that, sure.
All of it?
If we want to get...
How professional do you want it to be?
Exactly. Yeah. I am the co-owner. I do own it with my husband. We are a team here, yes.
Okay. Did you want to be in it too? No? Okay. I figured I'd offer.
Would you like to come say hello? Come say hello. Yes. You may come say hi to everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
There he is.
He's in there somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.